It's a very chilly morning here at Cottonwood Lakes Trailhead. Just how chilly is it? Yikes! No wonder I'm so cold. It was about 24 degrees in the car when I got up this morning, and even colder outside. Well, it's warming up, but it's still not quite above freezing. Had a nice relaxing breakfast in the car. About ready to head on up the trail. Gonna do a little exploring today of the way I've usually come back from my little loop that I like to do. Maybe I'll try to climb Golden Trout Crag too if I can find it. Otherwise, just all about acclimation today. That might be Golden Trout Crag right there. It's supposed to be in the center of that little area that you go around, either on the trail or on the shortcut back. There could be something higher further back, but that could be where it got the name Golden Trout Crag, as it looks kind of craggy. Okay, here's my turnoff. Blocked by sticks. There's the crag up there. I probably won't hit that till the way back though. Here's this little meadow that the trail crosses through. That should be the first crag I was looking at. As you can see, there are others. May try to just get up there and go across all of them on the way back. Still mighty cold. That's pretty cool looking. Some icicles that I guess formed overnight. A few more on this branch. Okay, it looks like this is about where I usually cross the stream over there. So now we'll see just how much further up this trail goes. That should be Cirque Peak up there. It's encouraging to know I don't see a whole bunch of extra new snow from the storm that came through yesterday. Looks about what I'd expect for this year. Still hanging onto the trail just fine. That's probably Langley up there. Probably lots of good places to camp along this flat stretch behind me, not this meadow. Could be good for backpacking training, test runs. Here's another little meadow. A trail has popped up on my GPS's map data, and it looks like it connects to some of the other trails around here. So I'm optimistic that I'll find a good connection and actually go somewhere on the trail today. Coming to a little bit of a head wall right now. The South Fork Lake should be right up at the top up there. Had a little trouble finding the trail a little further down, but it didn't take long to find it again. More ice. There too. Stalactites and stalagmites. Very cool. A few more down there. A little marker along the trail. There's even a sign. This is definitely a trail, at least at one time. Well, after following several markers for a while, I couldn't find any more. But then I found what looked like a good trail. And there's the South Fork Lakes over there. So I guess that's where the trail's taken me. That should be Cirque Peak again. Nice logs to cross on. And that could be my crags to climb on the way back. That's Cirque Peak there on the left. And this looks like it's the lowest of the South Fork Lakes. There's Langley. Probably the fin right there. And Woollyback. Anybody up there? I'm going to head over to what I have marked as Cirque Lake Hill. I should run into another track by then. And I'll probably just come back this way. There's Cirque Lake down there. I don't think I'll bother to go down. I'll go back and sit by the other South Fork Lake again. Just trying to connect up the trails. Cirque Peak. New Army Pass is probably behind that big tree. And there's Langley in the background. Just had a nice little lunch break here above the South Fork Lake. Beautiful day, but it sure is chilly. Alright, let's go see what we can do over there. Well, this junction's pretty clearly marked. That's that's where I just came from. That goes to the South Fork Lakes. And there's the hill I want to mess around on. The regular trails are down this way. Pretty easy slope. There's the South Fork Lake and a second one behind it. That's where Long Lake and High Lake are up there. Cottonwood Lakes are over there. That's Langley, the Finn, and Woollyback. I think over there is what I call the castles, or something like that. It's where the little rock pillars are. Okay, let the high point guessing games begin. Pretty good view of things from here. That should be Trail Peak in the foreground and Launcha Peak way out there. I'm definitely not on the highest block, as you'll see in a minute. Way out in the distance over there, maybe even higher. We'll see. Okay, this should be the high point of this little area. There's a rock stack on that little tower over there, but it's hard to tell if it's higher. Could be a matter of inches. I think over there is higher. GPS shows it about the same. But again, when you're getting down to individual feet, it's not to be relied upon for super accuracy. I guess I'll head over there next. And there, see if either of them are obviously higher. Pretty neat looking rocks here. This one's definitely higher than the other ones. There's a register here. Guess we lost the South Fork Lakes. The register calls this peak flat top or crescent top, not Golden Trout Crag. So maybe I was mistaken. Oh well, it was fun. Do some more looking when I get home. So New Army Pass is in this area. And then up this canyon over here is where Old Army Pass is. And then you've got the other two options of getting up to Langley over here, with that probably nasty looking arête between them. It looks like that little green spot down there is what leads up to Cottonwood Lake number 6. looks like if you were to traverse from the Fin right there over to Langley, you would miss all that stuff. Question is just how feasible is that? I've heard people have done it. Another project for another day. See the water cascading down from the Cottonwood Lakes there. No smoke to obscure the view out to Olancha. Here's my register entry. And right next door is another familiar name. Scott Barnes. That's right, I guess he came through here grabbing a bunch of peaks on the last day. There's Bob. Looked through most of the rest of the pages. I didn't see anybody else I really recognized. And here's the first page. Starts in 2012 actually. Well, after a nice easy cruise around the crescent top, we arrived at the next set of rocks. This looks a little more formidable, but I think I see some ways up. We'll play around these before we head down. Yep, that was fun. Now we can't see the Cottonwood Lakes either. Guess we'll just have to settle for Horseshoe Meadow. Definitely some fun rocks to play on. Try that one next. That was fun. Managed to scoop my way down this thing and pop out over here. Totally unnecessary, but fun. And then I came down here. A little tricky locating the footholds. Might be a little easier over here. Over there's where I went up. I think the easiest thing I might have seen was way over there. Yeah, this one was kind of fun too. See if I can traverse all the way across over to here. Looks pretty easy. Alright, I think that's enough playing around for today. Try to head down this slope and pick up the trail from this morning. Okay, I changed my mind and decided to try to head off this way. More exciting climbing on this side. That might be a little too much. So that over there was what I was first thinking I was going to climb today. But it's definitely lower. These slopes look pretty friendly for now. Just spotted a lake down there that I wasn't expecting. Does show up on my map data though. No name. Have to go down there and check it out. Hill got a little steeper, but doesn't look like it'll last too long. And it looks manageable. Mystery Lake is right over here. Okay, that was fun. Now let's go see this lake over here. Not too bad. Looks kind of shallow and mossy here at the edge, though. That's Cirque Peak on the right, about to disappear off the screen. A lot of grass surrounding it. I don't know if I want to try to go this way. I'll probably get my shoes wet. So I'll try going around the long way. This is working okay. Had to climb up around a couple of bush sections, but this side looks pretty flat and easy. So I left the lake over there. Coming up over here soon will be my route up. Not too far from where I would come in descending in years past. So that's about where that lake is. And there's the trail. It's gotten pretty overcast. I wonder if it's going to snow on me on the way back. That could be fun. Crossing back through this meadow. There's a few Sierra gentians here, but they look pretty uptight. They're like that this morning too. Sure, they're not liking this cold snap too much. Back across the creek here on the main trail. It's still ice on that log. Clearly it didn't get very warm here today. I'm wearing my wind fleece pretty much the whole time. And my hat and gloves. And I'm still a little chilly. Alright, back at the car. Took about a half an hour to get back to the main trail, another half an hour back here. Not a bad little warm-up day. Too bad it won't be. So this was supposed to be my warm-up for my big hike to the Great Western Divide to do Milestone and maybe Midway. With my knee still bothering me and a big hike with Bob coming up next week, I don't want to damage it further, so I'm going to just head home and try to get it rested up. So, nice little day trip to the Cottonwood Lakes area. Yeah, I guess that's why I'm still cold. See how overcast it is still. Little bits of blue sky here and there. All right, time to head home.